hope you're all having a great day, a great week, and just overall doing good. I hope you're doing good. So welcome to today's speed build. So this is a family home I'm building for one of my current families. So when the latest update for the neighborhood stories came out, I started a new save because I have too many and I just constantly want to create more. But anyway, I started a new save to kind of test out the neighborhood stories and see how far into the generations I could get before the game started to, I don't know, double up on itself, I guess, because I played with MC Command Center before and I would allow the Sims to do whatever the mod wanted them to do, but since the neighborhood stories came out, I actually don't play with that anymore. I don't use the mod anymore, so I wanted to see kind of what it would do by itself. So this was the save file that I used to test that, and I'm actually now on generation 5. So I have really enjoyed playing it. I just wanted to do something that I didn't really need to think about and just play, with no pressure. So that's what that was for, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So this is a house for, I think it's generation 5 of that family. I've got pictures and things in the house that you'll see at the end, but only of the last 2 generations, because otherwise my house just gets cluttered with photos. So they kind of just sit in an inventory somewhere and they just don't get included in my house. But anyway, this house is a 2-bedroom country home. I have built it on this lot in Brindleton Bay because I wanted this lot orientation, but the actual lot that I wanted to build it on is in Henford on Bagley, but the lots are around the other way. They're long ways, and I didn't really want that. I wanted it to be this way, so I built it on this lot and then eventually move it over, mostly because I wanted to get a decent screenshot on the gallery. And this lot has a really nice lighting, and it's just it's just decent. There's no trees or anything in the way. And actually this lot is probably one of my favorite lots to actually play on. I don't know if that makes any sense. This one, and there's one in Willow Creek opposite the Pancake household, kind of on the edge. Those 2 lots are my favorite lots to play on. Sounds really strange, but I don't know, there's just lots of things around in the little neighborhood area that's just good collectibles, and you get lots of walk-bys and things, so I just really like playing it. Anyway, this house is inspired by this image right here. I wasn't particularly looking for anything. I was just looking for a nice family home in maybe a Tudor style, because I really like these wooden wall panels. You can see I've used from Get Together. For some reason I always say Get to Work, but I don't, I mean Get Together, and I should know that because it's one of my favorite packs and I still always get the name wrong. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to do something that was kind of Tudor inspired on the outside, but obviously modern-ish family home. A little bit more country on this one because I've used quite a lot of things from cottage living, like the windows and the furniture and things on the inside. But yeah, like I said, it's a 2-bedroom home. There is also an office that I have put at the back of the garage area that you could turn into a 3rd bedroom if need be. It's not very big, it's only a 4x4 room, so it would just fit a double bed in there, but you wouldn't get a dresser or anything. But it's probably good for I don't know, a spare bedroom, child's room, teenager's room maybe. And yeah, so I have 3 Sims living in this house, the 2 parents and their daughter. The mum is a police officer. She's actually level 10 in the police career, or the detective career, and her husband is a teacher. So the mum is the generation 5, I think. Her dad was in the military, so I've got quite a lot of his kind of things around in the office, like his medals and his flag and things that he got from his career awards and things. I haven't put any, I don't think, of the police or the detective career awards in because they're kind of they look like they should be a prison, and I don't really want prison items in my house, so that just seems weird. So I haven't included any of those, but yeah, there's other things, and it looks like an older office that she's inherited along with the house, so I hope that kind of makes sense. But I wanted it to fit in with Henford on Bagley, so even though like I said, I'm building this in Brindleton Bay, I wanted it to look like it would fit in Henford on Bagley, so that's why I've used all of these different ivy pieces, lots of flowers, and you know, what are these, like thorns from the vampires pack. I really like them just to break up the edges of these ivy pieces, because even though, you know, I don't know, ivy's not meant to look neat and I feel like those little pieces from, not the big ones from Discover University, but the little ones from Get Together look a little bit neat to me, so I just wanted to rough the edges up a little bit with some vampires ivy, and I really like the look of it. And yeah, I wanted it to fit in with Henford on Bagley, so I just kind of went with, you know, English country Tudory charm and hoped for the best. And then when I eventually moved it over to like take the screenshots, I did really enjoy it. I really liked it, so hopefully you like the look of it too. I know these kind of family homes is very, I don't know, everyone has a different idea of what their family home should look like, so like everyone's taste is different. Some people prefer it to be a little bit more modern, whereas I like them to be a little bit more older, like they're inherited, if that makes sense. So this is my idea of a family home that I really enjoy playing in and I really enjoy the style of. And to be honest, if I had to build in like a single style, it would probably be this style because I really do enjoy it. So working on the like landscaping, I didn't really know what to include in this back garden area, because like the current generations that I'm playing with don't really have anything that they need in the back garden. Like they don't need a rocket ship or anything like that. So I've just kind of decorated it very basically. I've put some gardening plots out there. There is the washing line, because I really enjoy my Sims doing laundry, even though it drives me a little bit mad because they just like leave clothes all over the place and then they get stinky and they don't ever pick them up. And I think the one thing that annoys me above all else is that they don't automatically start the machines. And I know there are mods for it, but I'm minimizing the amount of mods that I have in my game, so I don't really want to add any more, because my poor game, you know, already sounds like my computer actually sounds like a plane taking off when I'm playing Sims, so I don't want to add any more. But yeah, I just wanted to add a couple of basic things out here. So lots of nice country cottagey flowers. Like I said, there's some gardening plots, the laundry line, and I think I've put like a jungle gym or a climbing frame, whatever that's called, out here as well, just for the children to do something. I probably could have maybe put like a swing set out here as well, but I didn't want to clutter it up. And when I was going through the debug menu, kind of nearer the end to look for little tiny, you know, detail things, I found the closed umbrella from the My Wedding Stories live edit menu, and I thought that would look really nice as like a table umbrella. I'm not entirely sure whether they can actually use the table. I haven't playtested that, but I thought it just looked nice anyway, because all of the other umbrellas we have are open. And I thought, you know, a closed one would just look a little bit different, a little bit nicer. So I wanted to, you know, include that. And I do really like it. These paving stones, I think, are from Get Together too. I really like them lately. And I have seen, I think it's Pugoned that did it, and has put like tiny little grass pieces on the little cracks. And I think that's just so adorable. I mean, I probably could do something like that, but I didn't think about it at the time. But I think it's really cute, and you know, definitely something to consider maybe for like a smaller build. But this one, I think I'd probably go a little bit over the top, because my landscaping is just, you know, wild country flowers. I really do like it though. I just think it's so lovely if you go outside, maybe like in the spring or the summer, and there's like birds and butterflies and bees and everything just flying around. That's like my idea of heaven. I mean, I don't like bugs, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But butterflies and bees are different, you know, they're nice bugs. I don't know, I'm talking about bugs. Anyway, I'm putting some of these rocks down underneath the plants. These ones I think are from Snowy Escape. Yep. And I really like them, like little scattered stones, because most planting, you know, like actual plant beds in real life, they're not neat, they're not really that tidy. They've got like bits of pebbles and things or whatever just kind of lying around. So I think it's really nice just to add a little bit more detail and texture to the flower beds. The same with these grass pieces from Cottage Living. I love those. And mushrooms, because you can never have too many mushrooms. But the last thing I do, I think, on the outside is add these lights. I do actually do a little bit of landscaping in the front of the build. I'm terrible when it comes to adding like detaily bits, because I find one thing and think, oh, that looks really cool, and then add it everywhere, even if you can't see it. Like at the back of this lot, why do you need to add the grass details at the back of the lot? Like nobody's gonna look there. But in my mind, I'm like, well, I need to finish it, so I need to add lots. And there's a couple of things that I've added on the side that, again, like nobody's gonna even notice that it's there, but I notice, so I want to add it. Like I think I've put drain pipes down the side of the building. There's like a utility box on the outside of one of the walls. I think it's like outside the garage. There's a couple of other things that I'm like, oh, that looks really cool there, I'll add that. And then, you know, I'm like, what's the point? You don't even see it when you're playing, and like nobody's gonna look at it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But in my mind, I'm like, wow, that's what a house looks like, so you need to add it, you know. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But speaking of little detaily things, I saw a screenshot that Pug owned. I'm going to talk about her forever because I'm just like obsessed. Posted of one of her builds that had the what are they called, like the cables from Journey to Batu that she'd used on the outside of one of her houses as power lines, and then used a live edit like utility pole to connect them. And I thought that was just a really cool detail, so I wanted to include that in one of my builds. So I have used it on this build. And whilst I was going through the like menu to see what like cables and things that I could use, I found one that's got like a little plug socket at the end, and I'm pretty sure I have used it before in the same way that I use it in this build, but like I can't remember whether I have or not. I'm sure I have, and I'm sure I've seen somebody else do it. But yeah, I basically just sized it down like 3 times and put it against the wall with a little light from, I think it's from Spa Day. It's like a little square light that I again just sized down 3 times and just alt placed up against a lamp. I didn't use the tool mod or anything, it's literally just all in-game stuff. Posted a picture of it on Twitter, and Twitter just went wild, and I was like a little bit concerned, because I was like I don't know whether I'm like okay with this much attention, but like I don't ever post on Twitter because social media kind of scares me a little bit, and so I very rarely post on there. Maybe like every now and again I will put like a picture, like a work in progress picture, and then I'll share like when I've got new videos and stuff. But other than that, I don't really post much on there. And I took a picture of this lamp cord and posted it on Twitter, and was a little bit overwhelmed because in the first couple of hours it got like 300-400 likes on it, which, like I said, I usually only get like 20, so that was like, oh, okay. And then I woke up this morning and it's got like 1,000 more. I was like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't really post on there. Not because I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, ignore me. Working on the interior of this build. So I wanted it to be quite cozy and quite comfortable, and also look like it's been inherited from like several generations ago. So like maybe this was my Sims grandparents' house. I mean, obviously it's not, but the house that they were playing in, I started it was like a rags to riches kind of situation, so they actually didn't live in like a relatively decent house up until this point. They were kind of just living in like a random makeshift box that I was playing with as my Sims earned money. And so this is kind of like their first proper house that I've built them, but I wanted it to look like it had been in the family for several generations. So I wanted it to look a little bit older, a little bit more, you know, cozy, a little bit more dated, I guess. Like this bathroom, I don't think I've ever used this swatch of shower or counter from the Parenthood stuff, and I really don't like that color countertop. It kind of just looks like rust. I don't know, but I've never used it before, and I definitely don't think I've ever used it in a kitchen because it just looks a little bit strange. But I actually really like it in this bathroom. It really gives it that kind of older look that I wanted. And yeah, I don't really put that much effort into bathrooms most of the time, but I did really enjoy doing this one. But this is the parents' bedroom. I wanted there to be a fireplace in this one because quite a lot of older English country homes aren't the most up to date when it comes to like central heating. So a lot of them originally had fireplaces in the bedrooms. I have included the radiators from the Vampires pack in pretty much all of the rooms, just because I wanted there to be a little bit extra detail underneath the windows. As I mean, anyone that doesn't live in the UK, most of the radiators are underneath the windows for obvious reasons, you know, cold. But I wanted there just to be a little bit extra detail. And with these windows, because they're not that big and the curtains that I've used are floor to ceiling curtains, there was quite a lot of empty space underneath that I wanted to fill, so radiators were like a good kind of option for there. So this is the daughter's bedroom. She doesn't really have that much of like a defining personality yet. She's just kind of into school and playing with her toys and her hamster, so you know, I just wanted it to be very, very simple child's bedroom that hasn't really got that much personality in it yet. And then as she ages up, I will, you know, renovate it again in my own game to, you know, make it suit her. But for now, I just wanted it to be a nice, simple country bedroom. And I also had in mind that I wanted to upload this to the gallery, so I didn't want it to be, I don't know, you know, too personal, if that makes sense. So like, for example, the family photos, they won't upload to the gallery because they class it as custom content, which is really annoying. So I've uploaded this with quite a lot of blank wall space, because it obviously won't let me upload my pictures, and if I do it flags it. So if you choose to download it, there's quite a lot of empty wall space, but that's, you know, available then to you to fill in with either your own pictures or other pictures from the catalogue, which I quite like. I've tried to make it obvious where my pictures are, and you'll see them in the screenshots very shortly. So this is the last room that we decorate. This is the office that I thought was probably my Sim's dad's office. Like I said, he was in the military and now she is in the police force, so I thought it would be a nice sort of thing to pass down. But anyway, we are coming to the end of today's video, so I really hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.
I got some new feelings that make you uncomfortable. You bring out all the good in me, yeah. I see what I'll never be. Cause I got me some reason to look on my keys in the car that we're taking home. So won't you say what you said to me on the roof of your house? Cause I've been having my doubts, oh yeah, yeah. Don't know what we could be. Sometimes I feel we're nothing, but you talk like we're something. I guess now we're giving it a try. I like the way you describe it to people who won't go quiet. Yeah, 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 oh, oh. Cause every day I'm reminded of all the descriptions I could make. Yeah, yeah, whoa, whoa. Wasted, don't know what I feel. Remind me cause it feels so real. Yeah, I got to repeat that I want you in me, pay no mind to what I'll ignore. Try like I'm 17, cause you want what's under my skin. The door is open, but I won't let me in. So won't you say what you said to me? Say it, baby. On the roof of your house, 'cause I've been having my doubts, oh yeah, yeah. Don't know what we could be. Sometimes I feel we're nothing, but you talk like we're something. I guess now we're giving it a try. I like the way you describe it.